Okay, how's it going, guys? You guys can hear me okay? Alright, so the charts are on YouTube. Get rid of all this extra stuff on the charts. If you guys want to see the charts, it's on YouTube. How's it going, Smoke? Alright, I don't know if I can play music. Let me see if this works. This works. How's it going, Eric? Alright, we're going to start here around 8. So if you guys want to see the charts, like I said, it's on YouTube. Bitcoin actually on the 30-minute chart just got a sell signal, so we will talk about that. But I do think 38K will hold. I guess I could be wrong, but that's just what I think. I don't think we're going to fall below 38K. At least, I don't think we are. So, we'll get started here. If you guys have requests, let me know. We can look at them. Yeah, right now Bitcoin is still above 38K, so that's what we want to see. We have that as support right now. So I do think 38K is going to hold. 30-minute time frame is a pretty small time frame for it to be going down. So I do think overall we are good on Bitcoin. I'm going to check the 45-minute chart just to see if I can do that. ICP, how's it doing today? Well, let's go look at that before we look at Bitcoin. I am also trying to buy right now, once Bitcoin stabilizes here, probably above 38K. I'm going to go in and buy some JEJU coin today. I'm probably going to put a few grand into that, so I might make a video on that later today, but I do believe in this. We'll see what happens with it. But ICP, let's go look at that. So right now, ICP is at $120. We have resistance at $125, although we could probably move that up, but if we're looking at bigger time frames, I still think that's going to be resistance. Yeah, that is still basically resistance. Now, if you look at the 15-minute chart, ICP has resistance a little bit higher. But if you look at the bigger time frames, like the 6-hour chart, which if you're trading for a longer term period of time, that will be what yeah, so resistance is around 125. So until you get above 125, I would be overall bearish on this asset. I mean, ever since it was listed on Coinbase, you're basically all-time lows. Now, I will say this all-time low for ICP was actually $90, but you weren't there very long. So overall, you were basically all-time lows from when it was listed on Coinbase, because the all-time high in Coinbase, according to the Coinbase chart, was basically $640. I will say this: it does say overall a big time frame. It is a buy, but until you're above 1.5, I cannot be bullish on this at all. Now, if you look at bigger time frames, I'm sure it would be fine. 4-hour chart just did put a green candle, or a green signal, I should say, a buy signal. 1-hour chart did as well. 4-hour chart did as well. 6-hour chart has not, according to my buy and sell indicator. But overall, until you get above 125, I won't be touching this, because there's always a chance you could go retest $100 or $90 if it wants to, make a double bottom or something. But overall, ICP does not look good. If you get above 125 and you could close like a 6-hour candle or a 4-hour candle, especially a daily candle above 125, then I'd be looking to re-enter for long positions above 125 when you probably close a daily candle above 125. So that could happen tomorrow in about 23 hours. So overall, it doesn't look good for ICP. With that being said, let's go over to Bitcoin. Let's go over to Bitcoin. It's currently sitting at $38,700. I do have a Bitcoin long in from about 38K. Maybe it was 37.5. I added to my position, so I don't know my exact entry price on Bitcoin. Yep, of course. So I don't know my exact entry price. It was a little bit below 38K. I know that for a fact. It's probably 37.5 or something like that. But $38,700 is the price Bitcoin is coming in at right now. Like I said, on the 30-minute chart and the 50-minute chart, you got the sell signal. 1-hour chart does not have it yet. I don't know if it's going to print on the 1-hour chart. Let me try to I want to see if the 45-minute chart has a sell signal yet. Because if that does, it probably will lead to the 1-hour chart at some point. 45-minute chart does as well, so there's a chance the 1 hour chart also sees a sell signal on Bitcoin. But like I said, I really think you can hold 38K. Now, I could be wrong. If you broke 38K, though, it could just be a wick. But if you stay below 38K for more than like an hour, my guess is you're probably going to go make a new lower low on Bitcoin, which you got to stay above $33,333. If you stay above that, Bitcoin will be fine. So what I'd ideally like to do if Bitcoin does break 38K is I would need it to stay above 34K. Probably to be super bullish. If it makes a double bottom at 33.3, then that's fine, I guess. But if it goes below 33.3, it's probably going to hit 30K again. And if it hits 30K again, it's probably going to be bad. So you really need to hold 38K. If you don't, you need to hold $33,333, because if it doesn't hold that, it's probably bad. So Bitcoin needs to keep making higher lows, if nothing else. So yeah, you need to hold 38K though. So that's kind of my thoughts on that. I did sell my Litecoin a little bit today. A few minutes ago at 192, I sold most of it. I guess my limit order didn't get completely filled, so I still have a little bit of that. But as Bitcoin continues to fall here short term, that's going to fall as well. Like I said, let me show you a coin I was going to buy today. Well, I was going to buy it. Now, when Bitcoin stabilizes, I will definitely buy it again, or look to enter again. But it's called JEJU coin. It's a complete shit coin. You can get it if you look it up on Safari. Then you can get the contract address if you want to trade it on Uniswap. But it's not like on CoinMarketCap or anything like that. So it's very new, but has a lot of potential. Ever since it came out, it's basically gone straight up. So you got resisted, at the current levels we're at, and then you tested support like 50% lower, and now you're going back up again. So right now, I think it is a good buy. It's up about 7%. Earlier today, it was up about 100%, consolidated back down to 40%. So I do think it's a good project. So I would look into it if you guys are interested in the next maybe 10x coin or something short term. So I think JEJU could be that. If you guys have any other coin requests, let me know. Otherwise, that's kind of what I was going to talk about today. I am still holding my EOS. I sold most of my Litecoin, as you guys know. So I'm getting out of Litecoin, but I am still holding EOS. I do think this is still a great buy long term, assuming Bitcoin doesn't go below 33.3. If it doesn't, I'd be selling this too, even for a loss. But EOS is currently at $6.40, and I did get in a little bit higher at $6.58, maybe a little, about that price. Our next resistance on EOS is going to be $7.76, and then after that, it'd be basically $9. After that, your next target is $10.40. After that, I think it's pretty much a straight shot from that to $15, and then you basically have all-time highs up at 20. Your all-time highs are from the last bull run, which was, it doesn't show it on this chart. The all-time highs on EOS were around $22, $23. But yeah, $15 would be my take profit level, and then it'd be $22, $23 if we break $15. So that's how I'm looking at EOS long term. This is going to be a long term hold for me. I'm pretty bullish on this. But if there's no other requests, I guess it's going to be a pretty quick one. That's okay. Just let me know if there's any other requests. Otherwise, we'll wrap it up. That's just my quick market update. So, all right. Sheep, okay, alright, you saved it. Sheep. SHIB. One of my favorite coins because they made a lot of money on this. Alright, I do think it has the potential to go back up if Bitcoin can hold 38K. We'll see. That's a big if. What is going on? SHIB. Don't know why it won't go to the coin, but there we go. I'm looking at the 1 month chart, so that's probably why it's all weird. Let me go to the daily chart on Sheep Coin. This is not the same chart I had before. Let me see if I can find it. If I can't find it, I'll just use the Binance chart, I guess. But there's a chart I had before that I liked. Now I have no clue where it is. It's kind of sad, actually. Alright, well, I guess we'll use the Binance chart because I can't find the chart I wanted. So, alright. Binance chart. So, your all-time high is basically 40. On Binance, it says it went up to 50, so that's crazy. This chart is not good. But, yeah, you're currently sitting at basically 10. So, as long as you hold 10, you have a pretty straight shot. I would say up to 40. Now, you have psychological resistance at 20. You were at that level for a while. So, yeah, you do have resistance at 20. But if after 20, you have another straight shot to double your money from 20 up to 40. Because I don't know, on Binance, I guess it had a wick all the way up to 50, but on most platforms like Uniswap, it only went up to like 40, with all those decimals in front of it, of course. So, yeah, if you get back above 10, which you're basically above it right now, you have a shot to 20 and then up to 40. It's pretty. There's only two resistances really, and then it's all-time highs basically above 40. Not according to this chart, but according to every other chart I've looked at, that would be the case. So, Sheepcoin looks good if it can hold 10. Right now it's just below it, and if Bitcoin can hold 38K. Emacs. What is Emacs? I've never heard of Emacs, but okay. Ethereum Max. I mean, this is like, okay. I mean, we'll look at it. All right, so without the wicks, I mean, this coin is worth like nothing, so it's kind of hard to tell you without you seeing the chart. But you got resistance at 2, obviously, and I mean support at 1. It's kind of hard to say because it's such a small coin. Let me just target this buy signal. So that's going to be the easiest thing to do. I mean, you got sell signals on the small time frames, like the 30-minute chart, the 1-hour chart as well. The 4-hour chart is also a sell. I would stay away from this. I don't know what this is. You can make money in other meme coins that actually make sense, but hey, if you understand it, you understand it. What's the other one? iDoge. Again, I've never heard of iDoge. But if you're super early, then I guess props to you. Maybe you will be. I don't know what this is, but all right, iDoge is now because iDoge is next. So currently, you had all-time high of 10. Is it literally at 0? It went down like 100% from that. That's kind of what it looks like. Let me go to the 30-minute chart, see if there's any volume. I don't have any volume on this chart, so I can't even tell you. It's on TradingView, but it's wrapped Ethereum, and there's no volume on it, according to Uniswap, so I really can't tell you much about iDoge. I don't know what platform you traded on, because if you do it on Uniswap, there's like no liquidity. So I can't tell you much about the last two, because there's no liquidity on either of them. So sorry about that. But with that being said, guys, crypto coin for sure. Alright, crypto coin currently at 13 cents. Of course, that resistance is looming around 14, and then you got the major resistance up at 20. You got a little bit there at 17, but I don't think that's going to be too hard to break compared to 13 or 14 and 20, I should say. 20 is obviously the strongest resistance. Then it's going to be 14, and then the third, and then the weakest, I would say, it would be the 16.5 resistance. So it's pretty. I would say it's bullish overall once you get about 13.8. So look at the 30-minute chart. See, 30-minute chart is a sell. 1-hour chart's a sell. Let me go down to the 2-hour chart. 2-hour chart is technically a sell. I mean, it doesn't look super good right now, but if you get back above 14, I would say it's good. Money flow is at 70, so it is coming in overall, but the RSI is what's that at? It's at 60, so it's kind of high, but not really. It's not overbought yet. It's bought at 60. So I like it's above 14. All right, FEG. This chart sucks. Let me go to this other platform. Filecoin has movements. We were just looking at Shiba. Yes, this is FEG right here. Yeah, so FEG. All I can say is support and resistance for FEG. So you have that resistance right here where that chart is, where my thing is, which is 19. If you want to round up on the bigger time frames up to 20, 20 is really where you have that resistance. And obviously you have support right here at 10, and then you have more support way down here all the way at 4. Right, that'd be 4. And then you have that strong resistance with that wick up there all the way up at basically 40. And you had a wick all the way up here to 45. So that's your supports and resistances for Fed. I think I like most of these coins if Bitcoin can get above 38K, and if I like Fed above, I like Fed where it's at now. If Bitcoin can hold 38K, this thing is going to keep rallying in my opinion, but it's still falling. Still falling. Bitcoin's still falling. What's Filecoin doing? Filecoin currently at $90. You got the resistance right below 100 at $97. And you have more resistance up there at $190. So that's what I've never really liked this project. I've never traded it. I've never traded Filecoin, but that's where you have resistance. So with that being said, guys, thanks for joining. I will see you tomorrow, 8 p.m. Central Time. Until then, trade safe. I'll see you tomorrow.